Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to test microservices in local machine using Postman and applying an AWS cloud environment. So that you need to download this repository into your local machine. To download this repository, go to code, click download zip, save the file into your local machine. After downloading the repository, open the file which you have downloaded. To use that file, you need to unzip first. After unzip, open the folder. So you need to open this folder with the VS Code. To open this folder, give command cmd. It will help you to navigate the command prompt. In the command prompt, give code space dot. Here you can see the folder will open with the VS Code. Here DB script. Here you have to create all the tables in the database using the SQL workbench. Open the MySQL workbench application. Here click the plus icon to create a database. Give a proper name for the database. GTS candidate increment service. In the host name, give localhost because we are going to test the microservices in local machine. After that, go to SRC, click main, go to resource. Here you can see application properties. Here you can see username and password for the database. So copy the username, paste it over here. For for the password, go to VS Code, copy the password, go to workbench, paste it over here, click OK. Then test the connection. Here you can see connection is successful. Click OK. enter that schema. So here you have to create all the tables. After creation of the database, go to VS Code, click terminal. Here you can select new terminal. In this terminal, give the command mn clean package. It helps to clear any compiled files you have and making sure that you are really compiling each module from the scratch.
After the build successful, you need to run the identity service server. So for that, go to your identity service folder, copy the jar file path, go to command prompt, type cmd, here give command java space -jar, paste the URL we have copied, hit enter. Here you can see identity service server will started. After you need to start microservices server also. So go to your microservices folder. Here go to your target file. Here you can see a jar file. So copy the jar file path. Here type cmd. The command prompt will open. In the command prompt, give the command java-jar, paste the URL which you have copied, hit enter, go to postman. Here click GTS identity service, go to GTS service APIs, add user. In the path, make sure you give localhost before the port number because we are going to test microservices in the local machine. So you have to give localhost. Go to authorization, select no auth. So go to body. So try to send a request. Here you can see user registered successfully. So you can see the request sent successfully. That means it's working properly. So then go to login user. Here also make sure that username password are same. So make sure in the path you give localhost before the port number. So in the authorization select no auth. After try to send a request. Here you can see user login successfully. So after login the token was generated. Copy the token. Go to GTS Identity Service. In the authorization, you have to select API key. In the value field, you have to paste that token, then save it. Then go to GTS Candidate Agreement Service Local. Click. In the authorization, make sure in the auth type you have selected API key. So in the value field, paste the token which you have copied, then save it. After, go to create candidate agreement. Go to URL section. Here you have to give localhost. Remove that. Type localhost along with the port number 4704, that is port number for the microservice. So you need to test this method whether it is working or not. So try to send a request. So go to send, hit enter. Here you can see it's working properly in local machine. So you need to test this all this method like that. After, to test a microservices in the AWS cloud environment, we have to create a RDS and EC2 instances. Go to your AWS account, select RDS. Here, go to database. Here, create database. Here, you have to select MySQL. Select MySQL. Scroll down. In the templates, you have to create a free tier. After, scroll down. Here, you have to give a proper name for the database. Go to VS Code. In the application properties, you can see username and password for the RDS. Select this name, copy that, go to your AWS account, paste it here. So change this hyphen to underscore. Then scroll down. Here you have to give a username for the database. Go to your VS Code, select the username, copy that, come back to AWS account, paste it here. Go to your VS Code, select the password, copy that, paste it here in the master password section. Confirm the master password, scroll down. In the connectivity section. Here select the existing VPC, that is GTS VPC, which I have created earlier. So give public access, scroll down. Here select the security group which is existing, which you have created earlier. Scroll down. In the additional configuration, give the name, go to VS Code, select that name for the database, copy that name, paste it here. Uncheck the backup, uncheck encryption, scroll down, uncheck maintenance, scroll down. So click create database. So it will take some time to create a database. Here you can see the database was created. After that, you need to create a EC2 instances. In the search bar, type EC2, go to EC2 dashboard. Here click instance. So in the right corner, click launch instance. Here you have to give name for the instance. After that, you have to select OS type, that is Ubuntu. So after that, you need to select instance type. So I will select T3 medium. So it is a requirement for my microservices. After that, in the key pair section, you can select existing key or you can create a new key pair. So give a key pair name. So I will give GTS. So select which type of key you want. .pem file is standard format for private key used by the OpenSSH, and this format is specified for PuTTY, that is popular SSH client for Windows. So I will select .pem file. So create a key pair. So save to your local machine for the future reference. Save it. Scroll down. Here you have to select existing security group, that is GTS security group. Scroll down, click launch instance. Here you can see the instance was created. So go to security group. Here in the EC2 dashboard, go to security group. Select the security group, that is GTS security group. Scroll down. In the security group, make sure you have opened all these ports. So port number 404 for your microservices, and 22 for SSH, and custom TCP, that is 4728 for your identity service, and 3306 is for MySQL Aurora, and port number 8061 for alternative port number for HTTP, and 80 for HTTP. So after that, go to database, that is RDS. Click on the RDS. Here you have to copy that endpoint. Copied. So go to VS Code. So here you have to paste that endpoint here. Select this. Paste the endpoint which you have copied. After that, you need to create a database for the RDS. So go to MySQL Workbench. Here click plus icon. So go to VS Code. So copy the name for database. Go to Workbench. Paste it here. In the host name, you have to give the endpoint name. Go to VS Code. Copy this endpoint. Go to Workbench. Paste it here. So go to VS Code. Copy the username. Give the username for the database. So in the password, you have to enter the password for the database. Copy the password. Paste it over here. Click OK. Then test the connection. Here you can see connection is successful. Click OK. Enter to the database. Here you have to create all these tables. So after creation of the database, go to VS Code. In the terminal, give WSL. So you need to verify whether you have a Docker or not. So give command sudo docker -- version. So enter the password for the WSL. So try to log in for the Docker by giving the command sudo docker login. Here you can see login successful. Now give command sudo docker build -t. So name of the image which you are going to create, that is GTS Candidate Agreement Service, colon, give the version, that is 1.0.0 space dot. This command will help to build a Docker image with the help of the Docker file. It will take some time to create a Docker image. Here you can see build successful. So now give command sudo docker tag name of the image, that is GTS Candidate Agreement Service, space now you have to give name of the your Docker Hub account, that is Santosh 8836 / name of the image, that is GTS Candidate Agreement Service : 1.0.0. This command will help to tag that image to your Docker Hub account. Here you can see tagging successful. So now give sudo docker push Santosh 8836, that is username for your Docker Hub account, / name of the image, that is GTS Candidate Agreement Service. So this command will help to push that image to your Docker Hub account. Hit enter. Here you can see push it successful. So go to your Docker Hub account. Here you can see the image was pushed to your Docker Hub account. So try to refresh once again. Here image is pushed to your Docker Hub account. Now go to your EC2 instances, take a sudo access using the command sudo -i. After that give apt get install docker -y. So it will help to install Docker to your EC2 instances. Then give docker -version to check the versions of the Docker. After that you need to log in to your Docker Hub account. So docker login, enter the username of your Docker Santosh 8836 and give the password. Hit enter. So you can see login successful. So now you have to pull the image to your EC2 instance. For that give command docker pull Santosh 8836, that is username of your Docker Hub account, / name of this image, that is GTS Candidate Agreement Service. Colon 1.0.0, that is version of your image. Hit enter. Here you can see the image is pulling to your EC2 instances. It will take some time. Here it's done. So you need to do the same thing for the identity service also. Go to VS Code, give docker - version to check the version of the Docker. Software, try to log into your Docker. Sudo docker login. Here you can see login successful. After that, give command sudo docker build -t gts identity service, that is name of your image that is you trying to build with the help of your docker file, colon 1.0.0, that's the version of your image. Hit enter. Here you can see the image was building. Now it's done. Now give command sudo docker tag along with name of the image and username of the your docker hub account. Hit enter. So after that, give command sudo docker push santosh 8836 / name of the image, that is GTS candidate, sorry, GTS identity service colon 1.0.0. Hit enter. Here you can see the image is pushing to your docker hub account. So wait for some time. So it will take some time to push. Here you can see the image is pushed to your docker hub account. Now go to EC2 instance. Here give docker login. So login successful. Give docker pull santosh 8836 / GTS identity service. This command will help to pull that image from your docker hub account to your EC2 instance. Here you can see it's done. Now you have to assign a port number for the image. Give docker run -it -d -p. Please stand for port number. Give port number 4728 colon 4728 santosh 8836 / GTS identity service colon 1.0.0, hit enter. So now give command docker ps. Now you can see the port number was assigned to image. Then go to your EC2 instance, copy the public IP addresses, go to postman. In the URL section, paste the IP addresses. Before the IP addresses, give http colon forward slashes. Now try to send a request. Here you can see user register successfully. So do the same thing for the login also. Go to login user. Here paste the IP addresses. Before that, give http colon forward slash. Then try to send a request. Before that, make sure the username password are same. Now try to send a request. Here you can see user login successfully. So now copy the token, go to GTS identity service. In the value field, paste it here, then save it. You see this microservice is working properly in the cloud environment also.